Hello everyone, welcome to the geography class. Dear students, already we have completed the first chapter in geography, that is resources, utilization and development. Today we are going to start the second chapter, which is named as natural resources, land, soil and water. This chapter, that means chapter number 2, is based on the knowledge of the chapter 1. So let's begin. So students, before going to the discussion of the chapter 2, I want to ask two questions, only two questions. The first question is, who is called as the unique planet in our solar system and why? Unique planet. Already you read this thing in class 6 and I think your answer is ready. The answer is the Earth, our planet Earth. And why is it called as that is a unique planet? Because it is the only planet where life exists. And second question, what are the spheres of the environment? So our environment, Earth's environment, has four spheres. Who are they? Lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. So what is the literal meaning of lithosphere? The sphere of land or soil. That means it is the sphere or it is the area or the zone where we are getting which one? That is land resource or soil resource. Hydrosphere, what type of resource we are getting from hydrosphere? That is water resource. Atmosphere, what we are getting? Gases mainly. Biosphere means sphere of life. That means different type of living things are there. It may be flora, it may be fauna. So there are four spheres present. This is already read by you, that is in class 7. There are four spheres present: lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. I know you are thinking that what is the reason to ask these two questions. First question is related to the knowledge of standard 6 and second question is related to the knowledge of standard 7. What is the reason to ask these two questions? Okay, fine. Tell me what is the name of the chapter 2? Already you have seen. Yes, you are right. The name of the chapter 2 is natural resources, land, soil and water. Natural resources, land, soil and water. Now let us see at first that is there any relation with land and lithosphere? Yes, you are right that lithosphere means, already we have seen, lithosphere means sphere of land or sphere of soil. That means if we want to get the land resource, we have to go to which sphere of the Earth's environment? That is lithosphere. Like that also, if we want to get the soil resource, we have to go to again where? That is lithosphere. And if we want to get the water, then we have to go to which sphere of the environment? That is hydrosphere. So is it clear now that why I have asked that this question, that how many spheres are there? So according to the name of the chapter, we are going to discuss and read about natural resources. So in chapter number 2, the first two words, who are they? Natural resources. Who are called as natural resources? Natural resources means the resources which are formed or made by nature or natural processes like land, soil and water, made by nature or natural processes. No involvement of human beings. We cannot make them, we cannot generate them, we can only use them. So natural resources are made by nature. That's why it is called as natural resource. So in this chapter we are going to read about three natural resources, particularly three natural resources. Who are they? Land, number 2 soil and number 3 water. Now the question that why land, soil and water, they are called as natural resources? Because if you go through the process of formation of land, soil and water, definitely your answer will be that is what? Land, soil and water are formed by the natural process, no involvement of man-made process. That's why land, soil and water, they are called as natural resources. Now we will come to the first resource, that is land resource. And first question should be asked to land, that why are you called as resource? Why land is considered as a resource? Already we have read in chapter 1 that resource means what? Anything which can satisfy our needs, anything which can satisfy our means human beings. So here what type of needs can be satisfied by land? What type of needs satisfied by land? Let us find out. Land is considered as a natural resource because it is used for growing crops, that means crop cultivation. Second number, building houses, that means construction of houses. Third number, constructing roads and railway tracks. Fourth number, establishing industries. Fifth number, grazing animals, that means rearing of animals. Sixth number, mining. Mining means extraction of minerals from the lithosphere. So in short, almost all human activities related to food, shelter and clothing take place on land. Yes, crop cultivation on the land, building of houses on the land, road construction, construction of railway tracks on the land, establishment or setup of industries, that is also on the land, rearing of animals, that is also on the land, and mining, that means extraction of minerals, that is also on the land. That's why land is considered as a resource, because it is fulfilling our needs. Now the question that what is the relation with land resource and population distribution? That means number of population is controlled by the type of land or quality of land. Let us see. Plain land, that means plain area. So like that is Uttar Pradesh has plain area, Bihar has plain area, West Bengal has plain area. So what type of relation with plain area and the population density and distribution? About 90% of the world's population is inhabited in the plain areas. 90%. Where are they living? Plain areas. Now the question why? Because first of all, that is written alluvial soil. Alluvial soil is one type of fertile soil. It is ideal for crop cultivation. It supports maximum type of crops. That's why plain land is ideal for crop cultivation, because I have already told plain land with alluvial soil, that means it is the ideal place for crop cultivation. And if crop cultivation is good, that means what? The people will definitely love to choose this place, because they want to live there, they want to do their economic activity. And plain land means we can easily do the constructional activities. That's why all these areas support dense population. Already example given. Again, who are they? Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal. Uttar Pradesh has the largest population in India. That is the reason, because Uttar Pradesh is coming under plain land, and also it has alluvial soil. So it supports the crop cultivation, and it supports also different type of constructional activities. So that is the first thing. Now come to the second. So if you compare with the other type of land, that means high altitude, that means mountainous region, plateau region or hilly region, or it may be desert, or it may be equatorial forest region. There the population density or distribution is very less. Here it is written sparse population. Sparse means what? Less, low density, number of population is less. What is the reason? If you are thinking about Himalayan mountain region, slopes are very steep, that is one problem. Temperature is very low for Himalaya, but if it is desert, temperature is very hot. Another thing, soils are thin, because if you are talking about Himalayan mountainous region, slope is very steep, that's why soil erosion is more, and that's why the thin layer of the soil, that means soil is being eroded easily, and that's why the soil layer is very thin, and that's why the soil is very infertile, that means less fertile, because due to the soil erosion, the fertile layer or the nutrients of the soil washed away, and that's why soil becomes, it is less fertile. These areas are inhabited by people who are engaged in hunting, gathering, fishing and shifting agriculture. Right? So as for example, Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, etc. Now come to the next term, that is land use pattern. So First of all, before going to the discussion of the term land use pattern, let us see what is called as land utilization. When we are using the land resource for various purposes, that is called as land utilization. Use of land for various purposes. So what is land use pattern? The way in which land is used for various purposes such as crop cultivation, forest, construction of buildings, roads, railways, etc. That means land is not used for crop cultivation, but also it is used for other activities like forestry, like construction of buildings, roads, railways, setting up of industries. That's why it is called as land use pattern. That means one land is used for various purposes, but it varies from one place to another place. Just see here that 46% area of the total land of India is coming under crop cultivation, which is called as net sown area. Net sown area means cultivated land. That means the land which is used for crop cultivation. So what is the percentage? Out of 100, 46% area of the total land of India is used for crop cultivation. 22% land is used for forestry, and then 14% is for, that is different type of constructional activities. That's why it is written not available for cultivation. That means here other activities are going on. Other means construction of buildings, construction of roads, railways, setting up of industries, etc. And then 5% is for pastures. That means rearing of animal, that means grassland. And then another 5%, that is cultivable wasteland. That means it is that type of land which is now not in use, but in coming days it may be in use. Listen very carefully. Cultivable wasteland means it is that type of land which is not in use now. Why? It has lost its fertility, that's why. But if you will apply some good technique, and then this land can recover its fertility and it can be used again for different type of activities. It may be for crop cultivation. That is called as cultivable wasteland. Now come to the next, that is fallow land. 8% of the total land area of India is coming under fallow land. Fallow land means it is already rejected, it is left, there is no economic activity, there is no chance of crop cultivation. That is called as fallow land. When you will go to 10th class, we will discuss in detail about them. Now in 8th class, no need to read more about this, because it is not directly included in your syllabus for 8th class. When you go to the 10th class, at that time we will discuss in detail. So again I am telling, net sown area means agricultural land, that means where crop cultivation is going on. Forest means here, that is forestry is going on. Not available for cultivation means here constructional activities are going on, buildings, roads, railways, industries, etc. Pastures means that is grazing land, that means grassland where animals are reared. Cultivable wasteland means it is that type of land which is not in use, but it may come in use if we can recover it by our different type of process, that is recovery process. And fallow land means it is left, it is already gone. That means there is no chance of crop cultivation. That is called as fallow land. Clear? Now come to the next. So land use of land, it is determined, it is controlled by two factors. One, that is physical factor, another that is human factor. Physical means it is always related to the nature, and human factor means it is always related to the human beings. That means physical means natural, human factors means we are providing or related to us. As for example, that is relief. Relief means mountains, plateaus, plains, soil, climatic conditions, mineral resources. And human factors means like density of population, the technological and social requirements of the people. That means we will discuss later one by one. Now come to the next. First of all, relief. How relief can control the land utilization? So mountain means what type of slope? Steep slope, very steep slope or steep slope. So now you just see and tell me, is it possible to do the crop cultivation or any other economy activities easily on very steep slope or steep slope area? No, it is very difficult. That's why in mountainous region maximum land is coming under forest, and it is not used for crop cultivation. It is little bit in use for, that is pasture land, that means grazing land, grassland, and construction activities. It is also very less, because already you have seen very steep and steep, these two areas are coming under mountainous region, and there these type of activities, that is very difficult to do. That's why plateau region, that means moderate steep or moderate slope area, here also agricultural activity or that type of activities are very difficult to do. That's why agricultural land in medium percentage, mining is there, because different type of minerals are found in plateau regions. That's why mining activities is there, and industries also there, because different type of minerals are found. That's why industries are also there. Like in Jharkhand, that is iron ore is available, coal is available. That's why Bokaro steel plant present, Tisco, Tata iron and steel plant in Jamshedpur, these are present. And that means what? Jharkhand is coming under plateau region. Jharkhand has minerals like coal and like iron ore. That's why Jharkhand has industries also like Bokaro steel plant, and that is Tisco, Tata iron and steel company. Now come to the next, plain area. Already we have discussed plain area means it has what type of slope? That is called a gentle slope. That means the left side, that is written slight, that means gentle slope. So plain area is suitable for crop cultivation, suitable for constructional activities. That means here high percentage of agricultural land and constructional activities. Now come to the next. Now come to the soil. How soil can control the land utilization. If any land is covered by alluvial soil, I have already told alluvial soil is ideal for which thing? That is crop cultivation. So if alluvial soil present, that means this land is mainly used for cultivation. But if you compare with the, that is alluvial soil and the other one, that is arid soil. Arid soil means it is desert soil. It is mainly found in the Rajasthan desert in India. Arid soil is mainly available in desert, hot deserts. So it is not suitable for crop cultivation. So there is no use of land. It is mainly, that is remaining vacant. That means it is called as barren land. No use, not in use for crop cultivation. Maximum area remains vacant. That's why it is called as barren land. Now climatic condition. If we are living in tropical climate, that means summer is having high temperature and winter is having low temperature, their crop cultivation is very good. Different type of crops can be cultivated, because tropical region has two seasons, summer season, winter season. So we can do crop cultivation of summer season also and winter season also. That's why crop cultivation is good in tropical climate. But temperate climate, here winter season is long but summer season is short. That's why cultivation is limited. Mainly that type of crops are cultivated which can tolerate the low temperature. Which cannot tolerate the high temperature, they are not cultivated in temperate climate. Clear? So tropical climate, good climatic condition, that's why more crop cultivation, and that's why population density is also high. Now come to the next, minerals. If any place has, that is good availability of mineral, that means which type of activities are developing there? Mining, extraction of minerals, and side by side also industries. Already I have given you the example of Jharkhand. Jharkhand has minerals, coal, iron ore, and that's why Jharkhand has also Bokaro steel plant, Tata iron and steel company, like that industries also. And if any place is not having the minerals, that means lack of minerals are there, and at that time there is no possibility of mining, and that's why industries number is also very less. Number of industries also very less. Now come to the next, population density. If any place has high population density, that means what? Population is more. Which thing will be more? Crop cultivation will be more, and also that is what? The different type of constructional activities, construction of buildings, roads, railways, these are also more. Clear? If population density is less, that means what? Their need of human being also less, and that's why the construction activity is less, agricultural activities will be there. So high density, that is in cities, and medium density, that is in villages. Clear? So if any place has high population density, that means this area is mainly used for constructional activities, construction of buildings, roads, railways, like cities. If any place is having, that is medium density of population, that means here vacant place present, construction activity is less, that's why more agricultural land, like villages. Now come to the next, that why do we need to study land utilization? That means what is the reason to find out that in this area, that is crop cultivation, this percentage of land is used for, that is forestry, this percentage of land is used for, that is constructional activities. What is the reason to find out like that? Already we have discussed this pie chart, that 46% area of India, that is used for which thing? Crop cultivation. 22% area of the total land of India is used for forestry. What is the reason to find out this thing? Why you have to collect the information? So first thing, the study of land use pattern is important for the economic planning of a nation. That means, I can take a look this one, this pie chart. So 46% area of India is coming under, that is what? Net zone area, that means agriculture. So if you will see this pie chart, that means land utilization pie chart, then you are a planner, you are developing different type of plan for India. So what will be your main that is objective? That your planning mainly crop cultivation centric, because 46% area, near about 50% land area of India is under crop cultivation. So your plan, whatever the plan you will make for this year, that will give importance on the crop cultivation. Clear? First thing. Second thing, that 22% area of the total land of India is under forestry, but we know what is the percentage required for forest area? 33. That means what? Here we are in short. What is the percentage of shortage? That is near about 11%. 11% area, that should come under forest. 22% is there, but we need 33%. That means what? By the help of this pie chart, you can easily develop a plan that how can you increase the forest area. What type of what is the percentage you need? 33, and you have 22. That means you have to increase near about 11% area under forest. So you can make a plan. That is also, so that's why we need to do the study of land use pattern, because you have to make a plan. You can easily develop a plan according to the land utilization. Clear? Now come to the next, that is land degradation. So now that is we know very well, and in chapter 1 already we discussed that human beings are of two types, needy and greedy. So which type of human beings are good for the use of resources? That is needy people, because they are only thinking about their needs, basic needs. They are not greedy. That's why they are not thinking about more and more. They are not wasting the resources, they are not overusing, they are not misusing the resources. So whenever we are talking about that is land degradation, that means it is the result of what type of human activities? Greedy persons activities. Those who are greedy, they have created the problem of land degradation. How? Land degradation means decline in the quality of land is declined, quantity, amount, number, it is also declined of land resource due to misuse, overuse and exploitation. Take a look, misuse, overuse, exploitation, these three words are related to what type of human beings? Greedy. Those who are greedy, they are thinking resources are the gift of nature. That means it is gifted by the nature, so we can use it without any that is second thought. We can waste it, we can that is misuse it. That's why land is also degraded. Another important thing, land is not only degraded by human beings, sometimes it is also degraded by the nature. Let us see. So causes of land degradation. So there are two causes present, natural causes and man-made causes. Natural causes means these are caused by nature. Who are they? One thing, mainly erosion. Erosion means soil erosion. When soil is being eroded, the upper layer of the soil is washed away, is removed by whom? By water or wind. That is called as soil erosion. So when soil erosion occurred, that means we are losing the soil fertility. That's why land's quality is decreasing. That is also land degradation. So when land is degraded by the soil erosion or that is nature, that is called as natural causes. Clear? So there are two natural causes, soil erosion by water, that means running water passing through the soil, topmost layer of the soil. At that time soil is being washed away, and then the fertile soil layer is washed away, and that's why land is degraded. And also by the wind, same thing, when wind is moving through the top layer of the soil, at that time also some part of the soil top layer is being carried from one place to another place. That's why the fertile layer is also carried from one place to another place, and that is the cause of land degradation. Now come to the man-made causes. First one is deforestation. Here spelling is wrong, that is deforestation, single F, DEFORESTATION, deforestation, single F, not double F. In afforestation double F, but in deforestation single F. Deforestation, that means cutting down of trees, that is the cause of land degradation, because when we know very well that trees, roots of the trees holding the soil, making it compact, making it solid. Erosion, soil erosion will be less if number of trees more. When you are cutting down the trees, that means soil become loose, and when soil becomes loose, it can be easily washed away by the water, it can easily carried away by the wind. That's why deforestation is the cause of land degradation, because deforestation means cutting down of trees, and that's why the land becomes vacant, because trees are providing that is shelter. That means there will be less erosion if trees number more. There is less erosion by water, there is less erosion by wind. So deforestation is one cause. Second number, mining. Mining means when we are digging the land to extract the minerals. When we are digging, that means first of all we are doing deforestation. Second thing, when you are digging the land, you are playing that is harming the land structure, you are damaging the land structure. When you are digging the land to extract the mineral, you are doing that is deforestation, first thing. And second thing, you are damaging the land structure. Now come to the next, overgrazing. Overgrazing means that when animals are running or walking on the grassland, when animals are walking on the grassland, due to their footsteps, the soil is that is eroded and the land structure is damaged. That is called as overgrazing. And then fourth number is over irrigation. That means when we are applying or providing more water, excessive water for the crop cultivation, it is also one cause of that is land degradation. And the last one, it is not easily visible, but I am telling you, listen carefully. It is deposition of industrial waste. Deposition of industrial waste, that means different type of waste materials are generated in industries, and these are deposited on the land. Gradually land is being polluted, and that is also the cause of land degradation. Now come to the next, that already we have seen that what is the problem going on with the land resource. It may be by nature, it may be by human beings. By nature already we have seen, that is by soil erosion, and by human beings, that is deforestation, overgrazing, over irrigation, and also that is industrial waste material deposit. Now we have to, already we have created the problem, we have started to, that is destroy the land resource, we have to started to damage the land resource. So it is our duty, our responsibility to bring the quality and quantity back of land resource. So that's why what type of steps we can take to conserve the land resource, to that is protect the land resource from degradation. So there are so many steps present. First point, that is afforestation, that means planting of plants and trees, that is called as afforestation, because already I have told, trees protect the soil, trees protect the land from soil erosion, it may be by water, it may be by wind, that is the reason. Second number, proper management of grazing, that means animal rearing, it is also necessary, but it should not, that is out of the limit, that is also, that is proper management of grazing. And third number, control on overgrazing, that is also same. And fourth number, planting of shelter belts of plants, planting of shelter belts of plants. So shelter belts means this type of method is mainly followed in the desert or arid region. So what we are doing in shelter belt, that around an agricultural land, we are planting some trees or plant. Around the boundary of the agricultural land, we are planting some trees or plant, and these trees or plant restrict the movement of the wind. Clear? Restrict the movement of the wind, and that is called as shelter belt. The trees which are planted around the agricultural land, it is behaving like a shelter, it is protecting the agricultural land from erosion, that's why it is called as shelter belt. Fifth number, proper management of wasteland, because already we have seen there is one type of wasteland present, culturable wasteland, that means now it is not in use, but if we will take the effective step, it may come in use in the coming days. So that's why this point is also important. If we can manage the cultural wasteland, it can become a net sown area, that means good for crop cultivation. Next, that is control on mining activities, because already I have told you that mining can damage the structure of the land, mining can do the deforestation, that's why it is also required. And seventh number, proper management of industrial waste, because dumping of industrial waste material can cause the land pollution, which can lead us, which can, that is create the result of, that is land degradation, that's why it is also important. So students, that's all for today. Today we discuss about only one natural resource, that is land resource, its use, that means utilization, land use pattern, importance, that means what type of things we are getting, what type of benefit we are getting from land resource, and degradation, land degradation, how is it degraded, it may be by natural causes, it may be by man-made causes, and also how can we conserve the land resource. So in next class we will discuss about the other two natural resources. Who are they? Soil and water. So now you are advised to write down the class notes from the PDF file, which is provided separately, and you can download this PDF file. And thanks, have a great day.